everyone, Lucy here. I have returned from my sabbatical, and by my sabbatical, I mean finals. Anyway, I have finally gotten through this new semester, or partway through it. At the time of recording, I'm currently taking midterms. Yay! But I'm going to have break, so I'm going to be recording a ton during that break. And hopefully I'll be able to get a lot of stuff out for you guys. So then, today, it is the middle of March, and there's something very, very exciting that I have been waiting for a while. I have been following all kinds of crazy accounts about this. I have been doing all kinds of crazy, conspiracies about this, essentially. So, what am I talking about? Fall Out Boy. They announced recently that there's going to be a new album coming out toward the end of March. And you see, they're listed on my list of favorite bands. And by list of favorite bands, I mean they're my absolute favorite group. Just 100%. They are my favorite. I love them so much. I love Fall Out Boy. They are my favorite band ever. So, what I'm going to be doing today is, in celebration of the new album, I'm going to be ranking all of their stuff, like all of their albums that they've released so far, in order of my personal favorites, which will be rather difficult. Alright then, here we go. Okay, so to start this off, we have American Beauty, American Psycho. American Beauty, American Psycho. Okay, I don't hate this album, but it isn't my absolute favorite. You'll find out which one is my absolute favorite soon. But American Beauty, American Psycho is pretty good, in my personal opinion. It's pretty good. I personally like it. I know that some people hate it, but I do think that it has some bangers on it. It has some bops. There are some really good songs in this one. So I'm going to put it in the good tier. It's not my favorite, but I don't hate it. The first Fall Out Boy greatest hits. Okay, this was the very first album that I ever got from them. It was just the greatest hits compilation. I think that it's solid. I love the additional song, Alpha Dog and Omegalomaniac. I think that is amazing. I honestly wish that they had put it on a regular album as well, or that they played it live. I want to hear the song live so badly. But I know that realistically, I likely never will end up hearing it live. I'll put it in the awesome category simply because it is literally just a compilation of all their most well-known songs, essentially. The second compilation album, however, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I haven't listened to it all the way through. I know that it has some stuff from Mania on there, a couple of the songs from Mania that I actually do like. It is something. I don't know. I'm personally going to put it in meh, simply because it doesn't hit the same as the first one. And the extra song, I can't even remember what the extra song was, honestly. So I feel like it's just kind of meh. Fall Out Boys, Eating Out Your Girlfriend.
Evening Out with Your Ex-Girlfriend. Evening Out with Your Ex-Girlfriend. Everybody loves it.
It's called Evening Out with Your Girlfriend.
With your ex-girlfriend. It's called Evening Out with Your Ex-Girlfriend. It's called Eating Out Your Girlfriend.
It's real.
And it's real and it doesn't matter.
And Evening Out with Your Girlfriend. Oh. Okay, this one, I think it has some good songs on it. I genuinely do. But I also think that the sound is really, really unpolished, especially compared to their later stuff, which makes sense. It's one of their earliest kind of songs that they ever released. But, earliest albums that they ever released. But, I feel like it's a little bit, I can't tell if I like it or not because it's so unpolished. And to a certain extent, it feels really, really rushed. I'm going to put it in good because there are some songs that I really like from here. But, I don't know. Folie à Deux. Okay.
Pete was like, yo, Folie à Deux means the theatric of two. Oh, sorry.
Everybody, oh my god. For the longest time, this album was like, everybody was arguing, it's so underrated, man, you gotta listen to Folia, dude, it's so underrated. And then other people are like, why did it do bad? Like, it is the Pinkerton of Fall Out Boy's discography. Honestly, it is the Pinkerton. It is the one that everybody thought sucked when it first came out, and then all of a sudden everybody agrees together that it's amazing. It's so good. It's amazing. But like, I think I like Folia Do. I do think that they did some amazing things on this album. However, it is not my favorite album, but objectively, it is one of their best. For that, I will give it the very best treatment, because I do genuinely think this is one of their best albums that they ever made, but it isn't my personal favorite. Okay, From Under the Cork Tree.
He was like, yo, we got this record that's fucking dope, dude. It's called Take This to Your Grave. It's called From Under the Cork Tree. It's gonna be fucking huge.
This album single-handedly got me through high school. Okay, it is the love of my life. It isn't my absolute favorite, but it is up there. It is second. Like, I genuinely think this is when they hit peak pop punk. This is 100% when they hit the peak of that kind of scene. And it amazes me, and I love it so much. So I'm putting it up in the very best. Okay, this was my favorite. Infinity on High.
So Patrick's like, yo, we're gonna name these records from Under the Cork Tree and from Infinity on High.
Is 100% my absolute favorite Fall Out Boy album. There are no skips. There is nothing for you to ever imagine skipping. The extra song, Giraffes, Gay is not a synonym for shitty, amazing, perfect, mind-blowing, beautiful. She is the moment. She is my personal favorite song. You can tell if I'm having a meltdown if I am listening to the song, okay? Like, it is 100% my absolute favorite song. Oh my god. I am putting Infinity on High up here. Like, I love it so much. It is my favorite. I love you. I love you, Franklin. The little sheepy sheep. I love it. Amazing. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay. Lake Effect Kid. I loved the title track for Lake Effect Kid. But I don't know. I feel like the other ones on the list kind of, I don't know. They just didn't hit as good. Lake Effect Kid is only as good as the title track, personally, in my personal opinion. The other ones, they're okay, but they're not, I don't like them that much. For that, I'm going to put Lake Effect Kid in May. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. Mania. Okay, I have some conflicting feelings about Mania. I personally don't hate it. I think that some of the songs I don't like, some of the songs I do like. It's kind of a 50-50 for me. It's a little bit mixed up. I think it would have done a little bit better if it was a mixtape style album versus a whole thing, because it doesn't feel as cohesive or put together as the top three. But I don't hate it. Like, I don't hate Mania. I genuinely think that if they went with like a different concept for it, I would love it so much more. For that, I have to put it in May. I know that some people really hate Mania. They think it's the worst thing that they've ever done. And objectively, it might be one of their worst things that they've done. But also, it's also not that bad. It's not as bad as a lot of people think it is. Like, it isn't, God, it's not like that one Metallica album that just sucked. It's not. It's really not that bad. Let's see. Oh, My Heart is the Worst Kind of Weapon. I love you. I love you. My Heart is the Worst Kind of Weapon. Mwah, mwah, mwah. You also got me through high school. You got me through every breakup that I've ever been through. You have got me through everything. Honestly, you have done everything for me. I am in love with you. My Heart is the Worst Kind of Weapon. Like, I want that one specific release of it where it looks beautiful. It looks gorgeous. Like, the album sort of like, I'm not entirely sure if it was on vinyl, but I distinctly remember seeing a copy of this somewhere, and I wanted it so bad, but I couldn't find a physical one, and I'm so mad. I want this. I want this as a physical copy. I want to put it in my collection. I want it so badly. I love it so much. It deserves all of the accolades. She is beautiful. She's wonderful. I love her. That is all that matters. Peter Kingston Lewis Wentz III, you did it. You did the most with those. You did it. Amazing. Beautiful. Thank you. And Patrick too. Ugh, that cover of the one David Bowie song, like if it's not the cocaine, then I think it might be love. Like I am in love with it. I am in love with that cover. Like that is one of my personal favorite covers. Besides that one cover that Love Spit Love did for, they did that one song for The Craft. I can't remember the name of it right now. I'm gonna put it in post. But like, amazing, beautiful, brilliant, show-stopping. I love it. 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 Anyway, okay, save rock and roll.
We gotta make this shit legit. It's gonna be fucking dope. It's gonna go fucking sky high. We're gonna make a fucking record that sails the skies. Sorry. We're gonna call this record Save Rock and Roll.
I'm putting it with American Beauty, American Psycho. No, wait, no. Save Rock and Roll, I have some mixed opinions on. I enjoyed it. It was one of the albums that got me into them. Sort of. Kind of, not exactly. It's hard to explain. But, like, I like it. I do really like it. But I feel like it doesn't have the same re-listenability that some of the other albums have. Like, I can't re-listen to it the same way that I re-listen to Folly, or that I re-listen to Cork Tree, or Infinity. Not even the same re-listenability as, like, the greatest hits. Like, I feel like it's really solid. It's a solid, good album. And I love the Young Blood Chronicles. I love that whole thing. But, like, there's something about it where if I listen to it more than, like, a few times in a row, I can't listen to it anymore. I can't have it on repeat. You know what I mean? Like, when I'm in the mood for it, I'm in the mood for it. And it's beautiful, it's amazing, it's gorgeous. I'm not in the mood for it. I don't enjoy it as much. But I do really love it. I think it might be some of my own personal taste that's causing that. For that reason, I'm going to put it in awesome. I do think that it's better than American Beauty, American Psycho. But I don't think that it's better or as good as these top four. Take This to Your Grave.
So they made a record, and it was called Take This to Your Grave.
Okay, I love Take This to Your Grave. I love it. I know that a lot of people think that it's the quintessential Fall Out Boy. It's the ultimate. It's them at their best. But personally, I don't think it's them at their best. I think that it's not as rough as Evening Out with Your Girlfriend, but it's not as good as Under the Cork Tree. I think it might be on par with Under the Cork Tree, if not a little bit lower. Because personally, as much as I love this album, and I love this album. I do genuinely like this album. Like, to me, Fall Out Boy, no skips, no matter what. There are some songs that I like more than others. There are some issues that I have with some of their music. But overall, it's not, I don't like skipping anything from any of their stuff. The only thing is as much as I love this album, I feel like they did better. I feel like they've done better. I'm going to put it in awesome, because I do genuinely love it, but I do genuinely think that there are some things that are better. Like, their later albums, I do think that they're better. Pack Some Days. I love Pack Some Days, 100%. I love the rough sound. It's like the opposite of Evening Out with Your Girlfriend. Evening Out with Your Girlfriend, like the lack of, like, the sort of, like, early issues with it and the production issues with it, like, this feels on purpose. This feels accidental. And because this one feels more on purpose, I love that gritty sound. I love the growls. I love the aggressiveness. I love that kind of punk. I love the straight up kind of punk that they did with Pack Sam Days. It's not my absolute favorite, and I'm not going to put it in the very best, but I love it to pieces. So I'm putting it in awesome. Anyway, let's see here. That was rather quick. That was a quicker video than I'm accustomed to. Nonetheless, there we go. So, that was quite a bit faster than I'm accustomed to. I love Fall Out Boy. I genuinely do. I am so going to see them in the summer. I may or may not have made a bad financial decision, and I may or may not have bought some tickets. Anyway, if anybody has any floor seat tickets to Fall Out Boy, and you don't want them, if you could please, mayhaps, give them to me. I would really appreciate it. Anyway, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I got my own tickets. I don't. But like, yeah. I'm so gonna see them live. If you bump into me when I see them live, you may or may not hear me after I go to do that. Nonetheless, I probably won't be making videos after that, but it's okay. I'm gonna try to queue up as many videos right now as I can, so that I can have things uploading, hopefully maybe even every week. I hope that you guys really enjoy that. I hope you like this video, and I'm gonna go crazy pretty soon with that whole thing. Not super soon, but pretty soon. And I hope you guys like this. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys hopefully really soon. Hopefully in a couple of weeks, if everything goes to plan. Okay. Bye-bye.